Hello, YouTube family and friends. This video today is going to be about top 10 credit tips to live by. And I'm going to hop right into it. So basically, the perks of having a perfect or even excellent credit score. Let's just think 750 or higher are undeniable. It puts the ball completely in the corner of the consumer rather than the lender. You'll often have lenders fighting for your business, and nearly in all instances, you'll be offered the best interest rate by lenders. That's big. Step one, pay your bills on time. This is critical. It establishes a good relationship between you and a lender. It shows that you're responsible. You know how to manage your money. Your personal finance is big. Like credit, people don't understand. You get the best car insurance rates. It affects, whether you can rent or own a house. It affects so many different areas in your life, just having good credit. If life happens, we're realistic. So basically, if you are in a position where you have a late payment, and let's just say you pay your bill, but you just pay it late, then, you can reach out to the lender and just let them know, like, I paid the bill a little bit late. Can you please remove it from my credit report or even dispute it? They'll normally take it off. So paying your bills on time, that part of your credit, that makes up 35% of your credit score. 35%. That's humongous. So we have to make sure that this is one of the most important steps. It doesn't matter what your credit score is now. If you implement good credit strategies, like paying your bill, we're going to get more into it, but we're talking about paying your bills on time. That's number one. If you implement this strategy into your everyday life, and next thing you know, you got a month of good payments, 2 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, your credit score will get stronger and stronger, I promise you. Step number 2, set up auto pay. Because life happens. We're busy. We're geared, like everything is fast paced, fast moving, convenient. You're moving around. So if you set up auto pay, the bills that you forget about on, the 15th of every month, it automatically comes out. So this is self-explanatory. This is going to put you in a position where, okay, you forget about something, it's covered, So step number 3, don't carry a balance if you don't have to. In the credit world, we're almost taught like 30%. Keep your credit utilization under 30%. I always aim for 15 or 20, but people don't understand, like, if you pay your credit card off in full, the payment is the most important thing. So if you pay it in full, they're not looking at, oh, he don't owe us nothing. They're looking at the fact that he or she can consistently pay this credit card every month. And then, we'll have other steps. Excuse me. Credit utilization is 30% of your credit, which compromises, which help comprise your FICO score. 30%. So just between paying your bills on time and the balance, your utilization, that's 65%. That's big. 4, please don't check your credit every week, every month, every 2 months. Every 6 months is a good practice, unless you're going to apply for like new credit, like a home or a car. Obviously, you got to check it then. But, you don't need to be checking it every month. Number 5. Okay, and number 4, Let me see. Credit history comprises 15% of your credit report. 15%. Step 5. Don't be afraid to increase your credit limits. I'll give you a hypothetical situation. I'm going to use me for an example. So basically, let's just say I have 50,000 in credit. Okay. Out of the 50,000, I use 50,000. Easy math. I'm at 100% utilization. Now, let's just say for whatever reason, I get approved for 100 grand in credit, right? Additional credit. So now I'm at $150,000 with the same 50,000 utilized. Just that easy step took me down to 33.3%, which is way better than being at 100%, period. So, if you pay your bills, you do all these steps, and most companies, they want to extend more credit to you. They're in the business of making money, so they will extend it. Step number 6, ask your lender to lower your interest rates. Your interest rates are big. That determines your monthly payments. So obviously, the lower the interest rate, the lower the payment. It's self-explanatory. These steps are we hear about them all the time. It's right in front of you. You just have to apply. See, that's the problem. We don't apply. We have good intentions, but we're talking about applying these steps. Step 7, you want to keep all of your good accounts, your good standing accounts, open and use them. Now, I'm going to give you a scenario. This is my story. It happened to me personally. So I had a jewelry card with a $5,000 limit. Okay. Honestly speaking, I forgot about the credit. I forgot about that card. And within like 2 or 3 years, I didn't use it. Obviously, I forgot about it. So within 2 or 3 years, they just removed it off my credit report. I took almost an 80-point hit for that little bit of credit being removed from my credit report. So FYI, if you have these cards, use them for something. Whether it be charge up your gas. If you got the money to pay it off anyway, charge it up. Wait a couple weeks, wait for it to show up on their end and pay it off in full. Or wait like a week before the payment date and pay it off completely. You were going to pay the cash anyway. Don't take the cash and say, oh, you know what? Now I can pay this. And then now I can pay that. And before you know it, you done racked up more payments than cash you have, and you're in a bad situation. Everybody believes that, and this is just my belief, my opinion, when I fix my credit, I'll be good. It's not always true. Yeah, you'll be in a better place. But see, you have to understand why it is in the first place that you had bad credit, and start eliminating those, habits. Whether it be you lost your job, you had to go max out all your cards or whatever. You need to figure that part out and correct that part. So because, okay, you reset, you got good credit now. You're going to do the same habits if you don't correct them. Now you're right back to, man, I just had good credit again and I messed it up again. Now I got to do this all over again. So with that being said, I believe I'm on step 7. No, that was step 7. Step 8, only open accounts when it makes financial sense. Me personally, I'm leaning more towards accounts like rewards. We're talking credit cards. So rewards, meaning cash back. If I spend money with this dining out or shopping here, cash back rewards, frequent flyer miles, things of that nature. That's just me. That might not be your approach, but only open these accounts when it makes sense. You'll see a lot of offers and they say, open this account Open this bank account. We'll give you $500 into, you got to look through it. Read through the fine print. Step 9, focus on your revolving debt. We got, okay, let's just say when I write it, I can see it a little better. So let me get a blank piece of paper so I can write this. Let's say you had A account. We're going to do A, B, C, and D, right? A, you owe $250. B, you owe $375. C, you owe $500. D, you owe $1,000. There is a strategy, right? So on accounts A, B, C, and D, and repeat, A is $250, B is $375, C is $500, D is $1,000. So on accounts A, B, C, and D, right? Let's focus on B, C, and D. On B, C, and D, you're going to make your minimum monthly payment, right? Okay, we're focusing on A, the smaller account, which is $250. So let's just say whatever the minimum monthly payment is on that, you want to pay that. We'll pay the minimum. Okay, then we're going to wait about a good 7 to 10 days. We're not going to let the interest cycle build up. So now we'll apply another $100 on account A, or 50, whatever you have to spare. And what that does is most of that money is going to go to the principal instead of the interest. So it shreds the account. So before you know it, following this process, maybe let's just say 2-3 months, now you only got accounts B, C, and D. And you repeat the process until you eliminate them. Step 10, check your credit report annually. Me, I'm going to say do it every 6 months. Only because I've been a victim of credit fraud before. I'm real alert to that now. I get all kinds of alerts and stuff, fraud protection. But you need to check it. 50% of the US don't even know their credit score. 50%. That's humongous. Okay, let's see. Okay, so basically, these are the 10 tips and strategies that you should try to start implementing into your life. Make it a habit. Once you start doing stuff repeatedly over and over and over again, it becomes a habit and it becomes second nature. Like you'll start to practice these habits, not even realizing that you're doing it. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this live stream up. I want to tell all y'all have a blessed day. Hopefully you get something from this video. Please, comment, send me a message if you feel like, you can add to it, or if you see something, just, I'll interact with you. Not a problem. Comment, share, turn on your notifications, and, just be aware. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day.